Sekhmet, I beseech you, help me save Heliopolis.
You are Nefermat, aren't you? She who's called Tifet. I have a message for you. It's from Heliopolis. Do you know a man named Jehuti, the chief doctor?
Former chief doctor of Heliopolis. He's my adoptive father. Give it to me quickly. Chief physician Jehuti asks for news of his eldest daughter, Tifet, under the protection of Sekhmet, and he says this: I have become old and weak. The Ukedu germs have invaded my belly. Come to Heliopolis immediately. May every day see you under Ray's protection. I am happy if all goes well with you. I know him well. He must be very sick to send a message like this. I'd better leave right away. When I examine a sick person, I refer to the Book of Remedies, which opens directly to the page containing the symptoms from which the person suffers. The treatment is always noted. My name is Nefermat, but I am called Tifet. I didn't know my parents. Jehuti, an elderly Heliopolis physician, raised me. He's developed in me the calling to care for people, and he encouraged me to enter the temple of Sekhmet in the city of Bubastis. The doctors of this temple are among the best in the kingdom. It's a long journey to Heliopolis, and I can't help myself from worrying about Jehuti. I only hope I get there in time.
Welcome to Heliopolis, Tifet. You left the city a long time ago, but your house is still in the same spot. Go up the harbor street and take a right. You'll have no problem recognizing it.
You are Edie, our neighbor? I hardly recognized you.
Of course, I've changed. The city has changed too. Here, take this. A passing artist drew it. It could prove useful.
Jehuti, I'm so happy to see you.
My daughter, my dear daughter. I can't believe my eyes. You've come to me.
A person who does not heed the call of an adoptive father would hardly be an honorable child. Your message worried me. What is ailing you?
I am sick, and there is no cure for this disease. I wanted to see you one last time, for I shall soon pass on.
You were thinking of dying? What about the grief of those who love you? Did you think of that as well? You've got better things to do than die, haven't you? Will you let me examine you?
I am a doctor too, you know. I know of no illness like the one I am afflicted with. Do you think you're a better diagnostician than I?
Better, certainly not. But I've learned different things than you have. We learn much that is new at Bubastis. Let me examine you.
Go on, my daughter. Do as you will, if you think you're a better doctor than I am.
I'm not a better doctor, but I love you. I'm going to see what's wrong with you. So, you have a temperature and a bellyache. But I can't find a remedy.
What you don't know is that I also have visions unrelated to the fever. I don't know of any disease characterized by these 3 symptoms.
Doctors know that we can't just cure a disease that is unknown. Listen to me carefully. I'm going to the temple to search the archives. Your disease is unknown now, but that doesn't mean that it's never been known. I'm sure I'll find a papyrus mentioning it in the temple's library.
And yet, we never forget anything. That's why we're always writing.
Yes, but we can forget what we once wrote. I'm going to do my research.
You are stubborn. You've always been that way.
I'm going to the temple to search in the archives. I'm sure I'll find a papyrus mentioning your disease, and you'll get better.
You'll find the medical papyruses in the alcoves to your left when you enter the library. At least, you'll find them if Sekhmet so desires.
Hey there, young beauty. You know where I can find the person in charge of the warehouses?
I've just arrived from Bubastis. You should ask someone else. I hardly know anyone anymore in Heliopolis.
Oh, well. No matter. Thanks. See you around.
You may not enter here. The situation is a bit tense right now. Some wheat has been stolen. Entry to this part of the temple is reserved to priests.
I am looking for the temple library.
This is indeed the way, but you may not enter. The great seer, the one who is in charge of the temple, has given the order that only priests may enter.
I am a priestess of Sekhmet. I am entitled to enter.
A priestess of Sekhmet, eh? Prove it, and you may enter. Match the gods to their symbols. I shall thus know if you speak the truth. Very good. You spoke the truth. Only a priestess could know our gods so well. In the name of Mary Ray, the great seer who is at the head of the Temple of Ray, you may enter the library of the House of Life.
I have research to do in the library.
The great seer told me your mission is to let no one into the library without writing his name down. The great seer wants to keep track of those who access the knowledge contained within the temple.
You fulfill your mission nobly. Write down my name. I am Nefermat, called Tifit.
But I have nothing to write with.
What? You're a scribe who does not write?
It's that Mena. He took my equipment. It's not my fault.
Listen, it doesn't matter. I've really got to get into the library. If you can't let me enter without writing down my name, I'll go find what you need to do it.
You'll find Mena in the courtyard of the school for scribes. It's the door on your left. Tell him I sent you. My name is Iru.
I am looking for equipment that will allow Iru the scribe to write.
I suppose he told you that I had taken his writing material. In fact, he left it in the room at the back. You can go get it.
Here is your quill. May I come in now?
It's just that I don't have any ink either. I can't write anything without ink. Go find some for me. I'm not allowed to leave here.
For snake bites by Sakhefs or Madis, drink a concoction of garlic, peas, fermented mucilage, then regurgitate. To make a bald person's hair grow back, make an ointment with lion fat, hippopotamus fat, crocodile fat, snake fat, and oryx fat. Apply to the bald person's scalp. Now that's something. I am the abomination sprung from Geb, Meskenet arisen in Heliopolis. Men, gods, spirits, departed ones, stay far from me. I am the abomination. I knew this protective formula. Sekhmet appeared in front of me. I saw families in mourning and starving orphans. The Ukedu germs will find their way into the bellies of the people. Those who eat will have no succor but death. This is the punishment for a man's laziness. The city will disappear. The person who awakens after a dream knows the path. This has been found, written by the clever hand of the scribe Isisnofret. Here is the tablet. I must show it to Jehuti. The prophecy of the papyrus is disturbing.
Can you help me?
What's the matter?
I'm sick, and so is Ramazay, my husband. He's just over there. But he doesn't want anyone to come near him.
It's true, you do look sick. Let me examine you. Oh, you've got a bellyache and a headache, as well as a temperature. Am I forgetting anything?
Yes. I dream. Even when I'm not asleep. Ramazay, too. We see horrible things. It started not too long ago. Just after the temple paid my husband, Ramazay, his wages.
How was your husband paid?
Why, with wheat, of course. Like everybody.
Wheat. The wheat of the temple. Listen, I know someone else who has the same symptoms as you do, and I'm tracking down the identity of the disease. I promise I'll keep you up to date. And you, little boy, does it hurt you someplace?
I'm not little, and my name is Ipuki. It's just my eyes that hurt.
I see. It's not too serious. I've got an ointment for you. Apply this to your eyes tonight and think very hard of Sekhmet. Tomorrow your eyes will be better. Look at this odd papyrus. There's a tablet with it. It looks like a prophecy. It speaks of a disease that resembles yours. This prophecy is a warning, Jehuti.
Prophecies ought to be taken seriously.
All the more so since I met someone else who seems affected by the same disease. I think it comes from wheat.
Yes, I also ate wheat from the temple. But in that case, it means the wheat from the temple of Re is poisoned. We've got to warn the great seer immediately.
I'll take care of it.
Heliopolis is in danger. Give me the tablet and the papyrus. I'll examine them while you go to warn the great seer.